Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Thursday, man. I hope everyone is having a great start to their morning, man. I'm just getting up. Still got the eye boogers in my eyes. Getting my day started, man. I'm over here. I'm ready to set up my products. Take my morning. It's part of my morning routine, man. Get up in the morning, sit down, take some quiet time, and then I get up and make my morning drink. Make my morning drink. Yeah, this stuff right here is amazing, man. From HB Naturals. You know what I'm saying? You get these products for the mind, the body, and the soul. This is what starts my day off. I'm so glad that I got these products, man. They've been helping me with my blood pressure. My blood pressure levels have been at the lowest that I've seen them in years. So it's actually super exciting. But, I just wanted to come on here this morning and talk with you guys because, I just want to talk about how having experts can save you time, money, frustrations, headaches. It can save you all of those things. And a lot of times, we don't want to do it because, like, I talk to a lot of people, and I used to have this mindset. My mindset was, well, why would I pay somebody for something that I could do myself, right? There's free information and, different things, so why would I pay money? I see a lot of, like, companies that have ads, and people are hopping the comments, and I'll show you a free way to do it, okay? And I'm not opposed to people doing it for free because, if you could do it for free and you could be consistent at it and you can actually do it the right way, you know what I'm saying? And you can actually do it the right way, then yeah, go for it, you know what I'm saying? Go for it. But I can give you guys, for an example. Me at my job right now, been working from home, right? Being quarantined. Hey, good morning. What's going on? Sorry, I'm up in here fixing up my morning drink. But like a lot of times, like with me, I'm working from home. Well, my schedule has gotten so much busier. I actually been working longer hours, different things like that. And then you got to imagine, working a job, being married, having children, that consumes a lot of your time. You know what I'm saying? So for the people who say, that consumes a lot of your time. So for the people that be like, oh snap, let me do it for free. You know what I'm saying? I could just go out here and look at the information. That's great. But the problem there's a couple of problems. You will start, because I know I tried doing it for free. This is exactly what happened. I was all gung-ho on doing it myself. I ain't paying nobody else. I'm straight. I'll go out here, YouTube, I'll get the free information, I'll sit down. The problem is that you can get started, but most people don't remain consistent in fixing their financial situation because things get in the way. Jobs, children, your spouse, other things happening around you. And then all of a sudden you got started on something, but then your financial situation kind of gets the back burner because you're too busy, right? And I've done that for years. And I can definitely tell you guys, after doing that for years, it was something that hurt me. It hurt me more than it helped me because I wasn't doing anything. Like I started trying to do it myself, but then there's a lot of little tedious things that you got to do, things that you got to pay attention to, laws that change all the time, making sure that you're filling out information correctly and all of these things. And that requires discipline. That requires you sitting down and being focused and making sure that you're doing your research and staying on top of the things that are changing, okay? For instance, the W-4 form has changed. Last year, you can go on and you can check, you can put in like number of dependents and things like that. Well, this year, the W-4 has changed. Now you have to actually put dollar amounts and things like that. And a lot of people who are working W-2 jobs right now, they filled out their information wrong on their W-2, on their W-4s, right? Because they didn't know. So they just put what they thought should go there, and it ended up hurting them more. You know what I'm saying? It ended up hurting them more than, it helped them. So now they're overpaying in taxes. So for me, You know what I'm saying? When I came across this information, that said, hey, we have licensed experts that will do it for you. They do all the work. I had to sit down and think, because I was like, I don't really want to pay this money. Excuse me. I don't really want to pay this money. You know what I'm saying? I had all the thoughts that other people had. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can't really afford it. All these things. I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? That was a big piece, because we didn't grow up. We didn't grow up having experts, or we didn't grow up being taught the money game and the rules of the wealthy. Like, we didn't get taught those things. You know what I'm saying? I watched my pops go to work and work a job for years and live paycheck to paycheck. And he was barely around because he was always working. When overtime came, he was to work. And one of the things I noticed, and this is for a lot of people that are watching this video, y'all can relate where I'm coming from. The reason why a lot of us are broke is because, like, we go to work, we live paycheck to paycheck, right? And when we get a little bit of extra money, you know what I'm saying? That's the time that we get a chance. We want to be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor. We spend so many months working to pay the bills. So when we get a little extra money, we want to take the kids and do something nice. We want to take a trip. We may want to buy new clothes because we ain't been able to buy new clothes in months or years. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to go out and eat and just enjoy the fruits of your labor. You work hard for that money. Why shouldn't you be able to enjoy it? And you think about it like this, guys. You know what I'm saying? When you go a whole year overpaying in taxes, and then when tax season comes around and you get this large sum of money, why do you think when people get that money in like February, right? You know what I'm saying? Get that money in like February, they broke by April. And then got $5,000-$6,000. They broke by April. Why? Because nobody taught them the money game. Nobody talked to them about investing. Nobody talked to them about taking that money and paying down debt. Nobody taught them on how to reduce it. Nobody showed them that. So if nobody showed them or taught them, or, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying, they're going to live by those old habits. That's keeping them stuck, keeping them prisoner to their financial situation. I mean, that's real facts. That's real facts. Hey, Jenna, what's going on? What she said? She said, I wish I'd known about the credit before I went to college and got those free credit cards. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, when you don't know, you get taken advantage of. You get taken advantage of. I'm gonna give y'all for an example. I'm gonna share a quick story with y'all. And then I'm gonna take y'all out because I want y'all to see my new car, man. It's sweet, man. So so just about a couple of years ago, my financial situation was all over the place. I had just started working my job that I'm at. I've been at my job for like almost 2 years, right? And I remember we had our car, so like we were trying to get things caught up, and the payments were behind. There was no insurance, you know what I'm saying, things like that. So when I got my first check, I was trying to take care of all of that. The same day that I went to take care of that, and I went upstairs to shower to go to work, I came down, my car got repoed, okay? It got repoed. So what ended up happening was I ended up having to, I'm calling different dealerships. I'm breaking down my situation. I'm talking with them and everything, right? And as you know, when you're on the phone explaining your situation, the dealership's job is to get you in the door. They're going to say whatever it is to get you in the door. Yeah, we can help you with that situation. We've helped so many people. We have programs for people like you. They make you feel great on the phone. But it's not until you get into the dealership when things change, right? And that's exactly what happened for me. I went to the dealership after they told me they could help me. As soon as I got in there, they ran my credit, 50 times, trying to figure it out, just to come back and tell me that I pretty much was denied, right? And the car that I was looking for, I didn't qualify for it. And I remember this day because I was walking, I was on the street that had a chain of dealerships. And I needed a car so bad for our family that I was going from dealership to dealership to dealership, getting the same answer that I went to. I remember it started raining. I'm walking on the side of the highway, heading into another dealership just to get denied, right? So I ended up coming home, I was feeling frustrated. I'm like, man, this is crazy. And I'm just praying to God. I'm like, God, please, like, help me. Like, I'm trying to do the right thing. Like, what am I supposed to do? So I ended up calling it buy here, pay here, which is the worst thing you could do. Buy here, pay here's, man, they are the devil. Okay. So anyways, my back's against the wall. See, when you overpaying the taxes, have bad credit, buried under debt, you ain't got two nickels to rub together for retirement, you have no money in your bank account, your back is against the wall, which means you are at your most vulnerable moment in your life. And companies can take and will take advantage of you because they know you have nowhere to turn. You know what I'm saying? No banks are going to work with you with your financial situation looking like that. So they gonna throw you whatever they feel like throwing you, right? So that's what happened when I went into the buy here, pay here. So when I sat down, I went through it. They told me I only qualified for like $11,000. So $11,000 only gave me like a small couple of choices of cars to choose from, and I ended up getting into a 2012 Chevy Malibu. So at this time, I'm like, man, God is good. I'm grateful. I got 4 wheels. Let's get it, right? So boom, I go in, I put the down payment. Everything's good. I drive off the lot. Come home, everything's great. Well, fast forward just a couple of weeks ago, I had been paying on this car for like almost 2 years. So I'm like, me and my family, we're outgrowing this car and we need more space. So I called in to ask that dealership that I got the car from if I could trade it in and get something else. They told me, well, no, right now you got to make more payments and then we can talk about it, or you could take your car to another dealership and trade it in. I was like, okay, cool. Now, mind you, me and my wife wasn't pressed to go and purchase a vehicle, okay? But this was a God-led like opportunity for us because we were like, yo, let's go see what we could do, right? So we took the car, we went to the dealership, and we sat down with the guys and we're talking to them, and they're, super awesome people. And they were like, hey, let me get the keys, let me check the car. And then they went and ran the Carfax on the car. And when they ran the Carfax on the car, what they found was that vehicle that I was sold had structural damage. That was never disclosed when I sat down with those people and purchased that vehicle. Which means now with structural damage, that car has no value for me. So even if I paid it off, tried to sell it or do whatever, I wouldn't get anything really out of the car because it has structural damage. Okay. And so I'm like, man, that's crazy. I've been driving my family around in that. Like, guys, my financial situation was so bad it had my back against the wall that it put my family in danger because that's all I qualified for. That's all I qualify for. It's crazy, right? So anyway, so we sitting down with the guys. My wife, she was like, man, we got into a 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander. That's what we got. And she test drove this vehicle and she fell in love. So we went down, we love this vehicle, had a 3rd row seat, enough room for our family. We were just super excited. But we didn't want to get excited because we just knew, like in the past, when we got excited about things, we always got let down. We always got disappointed, right? And the guy goes in, he crunches some numbers, he comes back out and says, you guys were approved. All I need is $1,300 down. And I was like, our eyes lit up, okay? And the reason why I'm telling you guys that is because, like, your financial situation can definitely be a hindrance in life. My financial situation put my family in danger by putting me into that vehicle because that's all I qualify for. However, during that time, by me finding MWR Financial and partnering up with a team of experts that take on my financial burdens, it just made sense. And when I found that all I had to do was give them the information that was needed, they helped me reduce my taxes at my job, right? And all I had to do was upload my most recent tax return and give my last 2 pay stubs in my most recent tax return. And they did the work. They literally adjusted and filled out the W-4 for me. I didn't have to touch the W-4 except for when I printed it out and took it to my job. Next pay period, that's $450 extra a month. that they brought into my household. For my credit, all I had to do was upload my credit reports for me and my wife. And they took on the rest. And when the credit bureaus mailed me stuff, I just uploaded it to them and they continue to work on our behalf. For my debt, what I'm saying? I put things like my car payment, credit cards, different things on there, and they put a game plan together for me and my wife to follow every single month. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't have to do the work. And I can definitely tell you how thankful I am for having the experts. The thing is that people don't think about the experts and getting experts because all they're thinking about is how much money they're going to spend. And a lot of times we will neglect things that we truly need because we don't want to spend the money. I mean, you think about it. How many of you guys working a job right now know that you need health care for you and your family, but it's too expensive? So you neglect having health insurance because you can't afford it. It's the same thing with the experts. You living paycheck to paycheck. You overpaying in taxes. Your credit is terrible. You know what I'm saying? You buried under debt, yet you won't invest the money to fix it or to have experts in your life that fix it for you. And I understand because that's where I was at. But I had to bite the bullet. And I had to get started. I was like, I'm tired of living my life like this. I'm tired of seeing my wife frustrated. I'm tired of looking my children in the face and telling them that we can't afford to do simple little things. They want to go places and, oh, daddy can't afford it. Because as soon as I got my money was going out, paying bills. I got tired of that. And when I got with these experts, they showed me a different way. They showed me how the money game works. They showed me the rules of the wealthy, what they've been doing for so many years and what they've been teaching their children for so many years. So not only is the experts doing the work, but they're educating me so I can educate my children. So I don't send my children out there trying to live life like I've been living for many, many years. Like I said, I'm just keeping it real. So let me take y'all real quick. So I'm gonna show you guys, because like I said, I'm all about being transparent. I ain't here just trying to talk just to talk. Let me show y'all. Go ahead and show y'all my vehicle real quick. Grab my keys. Everybody's still knocked out in here. All right, come on. Let me turn it around real quick for y'all. All right. So this is what happened for us, all by following the experts. My credit score is up. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the best car dealership experiences that I ever had in my life. But let me show y'all real quick. Ready? Yep, there she go right there. Our 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander. This vehicle only has 7 miles. I'm talking brand new. This thing only has 7 miles. Good on gas. Got the 3rd row seat. My wife, she loves creating things, so she put us as superheroes on our vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Yo, check it out. Check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got our John 3:16. My wife, she got a Cricket, so she always making little things for the vehicle, man. But like I said, I just wanna show y'all, man. Like I never would have been able to get something like this if I was not working with the experts. You know what I'm saying? I never would have been able to drive a vehicle like this. A brand new vehicle, guys. A brand new vehicle. This is like, guys, I'm about to be 36 years old this year. This is my first brand new vehicle. My first brand new vehicle that I was able to purchase my family. Let me tell you what that felt like as a man, as a father. That was the greatest feeling in the world, to see my wife sitting behind the wheel with that smile, that joy. When we drove home, right? When we drove home, my kids ran this is our apartment where we live, right? They ran out that door and they ran over here screaming with excitement when they saw their vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Screaming with excitement. You know what I'm saying? As a father, that was the greatest feeling in the world for me, man. Like, I was able to do something for that. And then I was able to get them out of that unsafe vehicle that my financial situation qualified me for and put them in a safer vehicle. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why, like, I talk to you guys, I share this with y'all, I put these videos up because, not because of what people told me, I put these videos up because of what has happened for me and my family. You know what I'm saying? This has been an absolute blessing for us. Been an absolute blessing. And I just want to come in here and, like, I just want to share that with y'all because I just feel like if y'all hear my story and understand that I'm no different than any of you guys. I still work my job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich by any means. You know, we in this apartment right now. We decided to stay here for the next 2 years because my wife, she's finishing up her nursing and she'll be done in 2 years. And then we're going to be buying a home. So now we're keeping our expenses low because now that I'm, you know, making more money at work and making money with my business, instead of increasing our cost of living, we like, no, let's hang out here for 2 years. That'll give us some time, now that we have the extra money, to now start taking care of things financially, because that's what my experts are showing me. So that way we could be better prepared to go and purchase a home in 2 years. That's our game plan. We sat down, me and my wife, and we sat down. But I'm telling y'all, like, when I share these videos, like, the time is now. The time is now. Like, why are you waiting? Like, I imagine, like, to myself, sometimes I think, what if I would have said no to MWR Financial and the licensed experts? Like, what if I would have said no? What if I would have just said, nah, I can't afford that? Where would I be today? I'll tell you where I'll be. I would still be living paycheck to paycheck, frustrated, struggling financially. I would still be driving my family around in a car that had structural damage because that's what my financial situation qualified me for. I would sit around and see my wife still frustrated every day because when I get paid, everything is going to bills and we living off just a little bit just to get back between paychecks. That's where I would be. It was worth every penny that I invested to be in this business, to have this membership for my family. It was worth every penny and then some because of what I've been able to gain. And I'm sharing that with y'all because, like, it's real, man. It's real. And your financial situation is never going to change itself. And if you continue to have the same mindset over and over and over again, you're going to get what you always got. It's time to change that. Your family deserves better. You deserve better. And you're not going to get there unless you take the first foot forward and do something about it. And the one thing that really drew me into MWR Financial was the fact that they guarantee your success or your money back. They guarantee your success or your money back. So they're allowing you to invest your money, but the money that you invest is protected by their guarantee, which means you will never lose. You will never lose. Hey, good morning, Barbara. What's going on? Thank you so much for being on here. I hope you're going well. Right? They literally guarantee your success. So how many of you guys have went out there and went to these credit repair companies because you saw an ad online and they were telling you, oh, in 21 days we'll wipe everything out. Come pay us $500, $750, $1,000, and we'll wipe it all out. We'll get your credit score up in 21 days. That sounds good, right? But these companies love to overpromise and underdeliver. And when they don't deliver the results that your money paid for, guess what? You just lost that money. You just lost it. I did it. Looking for a quick fix. Jumped in, talked to my wife. I'm like, yo, let's give it a shot. Threw the money in. Nothing really happened. Do you think I could go to those companies and ask for my money back? Absolutely not. Well, MWR Financial, they say, yo, listen, come give us a shot. Invest your money. Actually use the services. Don't just invest your money and sit back and do nothing. They're like, use the services. Upload your most recent pay stub and your last two pay stubs, and your most recent tax return. Upload those things to the experts. Let them get it. Let's see how much money they can get you back in your check. They said, come in, upload your credit reports for you and your spouse. Let the experts see what they can do for you in the 30 days. Upload your debt, credit card, mortgage, credit, college debt, all of that. Upload that information. See how they put a game plan together to eliminate your debt in record time. Set up your consultation to find out how you can become your own bank and find the best ways to save, grow, and protect your money tax-free with no risk of loss. Set that up. And if our experts, strategies, or opportunity are unable to make or save you more money within your first 30 days, you can ask for a full refund. When I saw that, I was like, well, damn, I don't got nothing to lose. They got a team of licensed experts and enrolled agents, and they saying that they going to do all the work for me. And on top of that, they guarantee my success or my money back, which means one or two things are going to happen. It's not going to work. I get my money back. I didn't lose anything. Or it's going to work, and I'm going to gain so much more than what I initially invested. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. I invested my money, and I made my money back by the money that they saved me in taxes on my check. That wasn't recruit nobody. I ain't have to bug nobody. They went and helped me get my money back from the government, put it back in my check, and I got a return on my investment, actually making profit just from the money I've been overpaying the government. And the experts did all the work. So like I said, man, I'm just sharing this with y'all, man. I really hope this makes sense. I woke up this morning, I was still feeling tired, man. But I just really hope like this is something that wakes you up. Oh, and hold up real quick. I ain't tell y'all the best part. So y'all know I was telling you about the car they stole. They sold me with structural damage. So that's illegal. That's illegal anywhere. So if you don't know that, most definitely it was. And this is how I know this was a God-led like situation, because we would have never found out that car had structural damage if we didn't take that car in and trade it in. So there's no value to it. When a car has structural damage, there's no value to the vehicle. So I called that dealership back up after we had got our new car, and I was voluntarily surrendering the 2012 Chevy Malibu. So I was like, you guys can get it. I said, but here's the thing. I said, you guys sold me a car with structural damage. Now, I could have got a lawyer, and I could have probably win and fought and got all my money back and all that. But me, I don't like court. I don't like lawyers. I like just selling things between people. Let's move on with life. So I said, you got one or two choices. I do not want this to show up on my credit report because you sold me a car with structural damage and it's illegal. I said, I have the Carfax. It shows when the structural damage was not caused by us. And I don't want this to hurt my credit because me and my wife, we building up our credit so we can be ready in 2 years to purchase a home. I was like, so either you're going to take care of this vehicle and it's not going to show up on my credit, or I'm going to go get an attorney and then we're going to go to court, and then it's going to be a bigger thing than what I'm trying to allow you guys to take care of and do the right thing. So they asked me to email them the Carfax. So I emailed this. This was just last week. Yeah, I think it was like last week. I emailed them the Carfax, and within a couple of days, they called me back, and they said, we've agreed that we won't put this on the credit. We'll report this paid in full or whatever the case, and it's done. Man, can't nobody tell me God ain't real, man. Can't nobody tell me God ain't real. Because there could have been that one time that we were driving and that car could have broke down with me and my kids and my wife in the car. God led me to get a new vehicle. And as I was stressing about this going on my credit and hurt my credit and having to overcome this obstacle as well, he took care of that end for me too. So, like I said, man, I'm one of the realest people, one of the most transparent people. I ain't never gonna come on here and try to bullshit you guys or tell you something, just to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not living in no mansion. I'm not doing any of those things. Life is good for us where we're at. You know what I'm saying? We're moving toward things that we want. But I see so many people struggling like I was. I see so many people getting taken advantage of due to their financial situation. I see people just looking for answers. I see people that are just so tired, you know what I'm saying? Just like I was. So, I have a duty to come and share what's been working. I have a duty to share what's been working with y'all. It's up to you to listen. It's up to you to take action. I can't make you do it. But I know what happened for us. I know that MWR Financial and these experts have been a blessing to us. And if they've been a blessing to us, I'm trying to pass that blessing on to as many people as possible. All right? So I really hope this video is something that sits well with you. Thank you for taking the time to listen at my story, my testimony, and sharing, why the experts can help save you time, money, headache, frustration, all of those things. Having the experts. And all I'm asking you guys, take a look into the information. The information is free. 22-minute video that breaks down what these experts can do for you and your spouse. And if it's for you, then let's talk next steps. If it's not for you, you know what you do? Pass that blessing along to somebody else. If that blessing wasn't for you, pass that blessing on to somebody else. Share that information with somebody else. Because somebody in your life needs it, even if it's not you. All right? So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Got to mix up my morning drink, take my medicine, and get ready for work. But I just want to say God bless. God bless. If you got any questions, you already know what to do, all right? And I look forward to talking to all of y'all soon. Y'all have a wonderful day, all right?